It's your old mate Daryl. I don't know whether I'm very clear on this or not. I'm looking at my screen and it looks misty, but it isn't misty. So I don't know. Anyway, what a day I've had today. It's cold here at the moment. I'm fine. And Toby's fine. So we don't really need to bother about anything else, do we? And the good thing is, I've remembered to bring the microphone and the dongle, which is taped with sellotape to the bottom of the phone so it won't get lost. So how is everybody tonight? Yeah, we got the sun up there, look. Look at that. How's that for a sunset? It's magnificent, isn't it? Anyhow, enough of me. Here we go. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? And of course, we've got the boss man with us, the Toblerone, Toby. Hi Stanley, how are you? It's a bit cold here in Withensea tonight. But other than that, it's quite nice. Look at the sunset. Yeah, one thing you could say about Withensea is we get some beautiful sunsets. They are fantastic. I'm good. I'm good, Stanley, and so is Toby. We're running a bit late tonight. Come across a guy who I know who wanted to have a moan. Nothing I'd done, but about this car what's been dumped. You know, it's not my car, it's not his car, but somebody's dumped the car. And it's been there now since August. And bit by bit it's been broke into. So the worry is, it'll be set on fire or something. Hi Dave. Yeah, I'm a little bit late tonight, unfortunately. I was just explaining to Stanley. I got waylaid, I got ambushed by somebody who wanted to have a moan. And the guy's a decent guy anyhow, I know him. I'll show you the car when we go past it anyhow, Stanley. We're about 5 minutes or so off it. It's just been dumped in August. I think it'll still be there at Christmas. Oh, we're going to run a book on it. Well, the strange thing is, because of my dogs, Toby, and before Toby, Charlie and Alfie, and also because of this, you know, YouTube channel, I'm pretty well known in Withensea. I'm what you would call a character. Which I quite like that. My mother was always a character. the old man, in his own way, was a character. Not in bad ways, but like me. Everybody knew them. There's loads of people who know me. They might not know my name, but they know me. And they know my dogs. So it's 15:51. Hi Max, how are you doing? I've seen quite a few of your things on YouTube and I've liked them. So I like the stuff what you put on old cars. That is amazing. Look at the sky up there. You know what they say, red sky at night and all that. Just look at that. Oh, you're welcome, Max. Yeah, it's a bit cold tonight, but it's not freezing cold like it were the other night. Last night were pretty cold, but it weren't as cold as it was. But tonight's probably about the same as last night. Maybe not quite as bad. Yeah, we're going to have a look at the car. Somebody's looking for the pussycat. There it is. Hi Jack, how are you? Here Stanley, this is the car. It's been just left here. Came in about the second week of August. So well over 3 months. Window's been smashed, as you can see. Well, that's it. No more damage has been done. See, you've even got your wing mirrors. So, another 29 days, it'll be Christmas. My guess is that will still be there on Christmas Day, and if it is still there on Christmas Day, we can more or less say with confidence it'll be there on New Year's Day. How long it'll stay after that, who knows, but the council always get that extra day off, don't they, in New Year. So they'll get the first off, then they'll get the second off. So who knows? But of course they'll get back to work on the 3rd. Nothing will happen on your first day back. Lots and lots of paper to be shuffled. So how long it'll be before somebody actually decides what to do is anybody's guess. But my guess is it'll still be there on Christmas Day. Not really, Dave, because at the moment it's absolutely freezing. That body will be frozen. Absolutely frozen solid. The weather we've got up here at the moment, I could turn my freezer off and nothing had thawed out, honestly. So that body is pretty much all right as things stand, at least until, I don't know, end of March, beginning of April, when it starts getting warm. Well, the guy who waylaid me were telling me he'd had a go at one of the councillors. Somebody else who he knew had a go at one of the councillors. Now apparently the people who own it actually live in Withensea. So why they haven't done anything, he reckons, is a personal friend of one of the owner of the car is a personal friend of one of the councillors. I don't know. I'm not going to say he's wrong because I don't know. But it is funny. It's been there all that while and it hasn't been moved. I don't care. I don't live on it. I live further down. So if it were where I live, I'd have kicked up a fuss. If we were on about moving it, breaking the steering lock, moving it and parking it opposite the bus shelter, but then somebody will have to do something. Be funny if you do that, won't it? Now I'm not keen on Peugeots myself and Citroëns. I don't like them very much myself. You're right there, Jack. I'm not a great lover. I've always had, well, up to this car, I've always had Volvos. I like Volvos. They're safe, they're boxy, they're big, you got plenty of room in them, easy to get in, easy to get out. The one I've got now is a SsangYong XLV and I can't fault it. It's a damn good car. I can get all the Duchess's stuff in the back, a mobility scooter and whatever else we've got. Just stick it all in the back and it's fine. Oh, come on. And it's never cost me anything, the car, I'll be honest with you, other than like routine annual service, MOT, that sort of thing. It's never cost me a penny and I've had it since 2016. Hello. Oh, I'm not going to come too close because I can see.
He's got a cone on it.
Yes, exactly, there's a reason.
He's got a pony here.
Huh?
He's got a pony here, Bob. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, he says what you got on your head, mate.
Yeah, oh.
Says, what's that?
Am I alright to let him have a quick sniff? He is good. But I didn't know which part of him was.
Yeah, it's his ear. He's got a drain in his ear.
Yeah, well, we don't want him disturbing it.
I can smell your bad ear.
Yeah, he knows.
Oh, they do know, don't they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, they do know. a blood vessel that's burst.
Oh my God.
I know. So he's had to have a drain put in.
Oh dear.
He's saying, are you alright?
Yeah.
Toby says, yeah, I'm okay. Come on then.
Yeah, best of luck to him. And see you later, love. Oh. So the dog's got a blood vessel what's burst in his ear, and that's why he's wearing a cone to stop him from scratching it and making it worse. Awful. Poor dog. But Mum's done what she can do for him, so we can't complain, can we? Well, we've done 8 miles. I don't think we're going to do 12 again today. Well, we did 11 yesterday. I think it's going to be 10 though. You know, that red ahead of us looks really, really nice. No, I've always loved me Volvos. Always. It's learning to drive. I've always loved Volvos. You feel good in them. They look after you. You look after a Volvo, it'll look after you. It don't matter how many miles you do as long as you look after it. I love that. My last Volvo was the S40. And the only problem I had with it was it was too low down for the old Duchess and she was struggling to get in and get out. So that had to go, and I went out and bought this. What's up with you? I went out and bought this Sangyong, brand new. And as I said, I'm happy with it. It's been good for her and it's been good for me as well. You know, it's big, it's chunky. I can get everything I want in the back, get a scooter and God knows what else, pile it all in. You know, if we're going away for a week, something like that's just a crafty week somewhere, we just load everything in and we still got loads of room. Room for Toby, room for bags, cases, whatever we've got. So I like that. I do like my Sangyong, but I do miss having a Volvo as well. Yeah, look at that. The tide's well out still. It's coming in, but it is well out. No, I'm not going down there, Tobes. We'll stay on here. Yeah, it's a bit different from yesterday, because yesterday it was quite light at this point, weren't it? But when I got waylaid by that guy going on about the car, oh. But these things happen, don't they? Ahmedabad. Never heard of that, Dave. Whereabouts is it? I'll look it up later on, but it's not something I can readily put my finger on. Ah, do you mean Ahmedabad? Ahmedabad. Yeah, it's all right. Are you thinking of going there? It's in central India, It's south of, of Mumbai. They have a huge arch there, which was built by Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor. Tell you that much. It's not as big as Mumbai, but like Mumbai, it's a big financial capital. And also, they do a lot of films there as well. All right. Well, that's what I know about it anyhow. It's Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. It's a big city, but not as big as Mumbai. It's a rich city, but not as rich as, say, Bangalore, if all that helps. Hi Jack, and how are you? And Toby's here, look. Oh, it's certainly good evening here. And tonight I am a little bit late. As I was telling people before, I got waylaid and it was hard to get away. We've got some, I don't know if you can see them or not, but we've got some Christmas decorations there. Ah, thanks for all the hearts, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Hi Jordan. Well, we have a bit of wind, but the beauty of it is, I'll show you. I've actually got the microphone plugged in. So that's helping a bit to deal with the wind. Last night, if you remember, I had the microphone but not the dongle. You know, having lost 2 dongles in about 2 weeks, what I do now is sellotape the dongle to the bottom of the phone. Now if I haven't done that, that's it. I don't want to be losing yet another microphone. Yeah, thanks for that, Jordan. Hello Nicola, how are you? Right. That sounds like a good idea, Jack. Just keep out of the way, leave them to it. They'll make sure you get a really good Thanksgiving, won't they? Is it tomorrow your Thanksgiving? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? That's good, Nicola. That's good. Yeah, I know you're at home. Well, we're walking on the promenade now. We've got about another 40 minutes or something like that, 45 minutes before we're home. Well, that's always what happens, but you're better off keeping out the kitchen anyway. My old Duchess doesn't like me anywhere near the kitchen. I don't think she trusts me, to be honest. Instantly going at a high rate of knots on that bike. Ramping up again now. What beach is this? The last Thursday, so it's this Thursday. I know it was on a Thursday. I knew it was in November, Jack. But I was just trying to reckon it up in my mind. Thanks for that. Hi, Big Nasty. What beach is this? We're on Withernsea Beach. Withernsea, it's a small town on the Yorkshire coast. We're about 20 miles east of Hull. No, you haven't seen me cook, Nicola. One thing, I can't do it. I mean, I can do some things. I can warm things up in the microwave and things like that. But if it came to cooking, it's just not my forte at all. Hi Richard, how are you tonight? Hello First Class Carrier, how are you? What's it like in Ontario? Is it cold? It's certainly getting cold here now in Withernsea. I'm in Withernsea, I'm in Yorkshire, England. Well, we've got quite a few people watching us now. We've got about 16 people following us. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, please tap the screen twice. Let's fill it up with hearts. Like, comment, share and subscribe. I've got quite a lot of good stuff on my channel. So I've got lots of good stuff on my channel, and it's all there to watch if you subscribe. Got a walk from Paul to Heddon. That were good. And yeah, Jack, I looked that up last night about the docks at Heddon. You'd never think it now, would you? And when I think of the Haven River, I just think, well, yeah, it would have had ships on it at some point, but now you just can't see how it would have taken the ship. That's amazing. Thanks for telling me that. Mild, is it? Oh, it's not that bad here, but it's cold. But I have known it colder. The thing is, in Ontario, it'll get really cold, won't it, as the winter progresses. Here, it only gets cold. But where you are, it'll get really cold, won't it? Well, there's a cafe, Tower Caf, Castle Caf rather. And here's our two pier towers. Modelled on the gate for Conway Castle. This one's being used by the lifeboat RNLI, the lifeboat people. Right now we're in Withernsea, first class carrier. It's between 5 and 7 degrees C. So it's not disastrously cold, but it's certainly not warm. And we got quite a bit of sea fret. Now if you look up there, there's a helicopter or something coming in. Let's see if we can get it. Can you see it at the centre of the screen? I can't hear it yet, but you can see its red light as well, its tail light now as well. It's definitely not the air sea rescue helicopter. If it had been, you can hear that from miles away. So I'm assuming it's come from one of the rigs. Yeah, I can hear it, just about hear it now. It could be the search and rescue helicopter. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. No, it's not. No, it's not. It'll be one of those which ferry the crews out to and from the oil platforms in the North Sea. It looks like we're doing something in a fishing compound. We'll go and have a look. Yeah, for a moment I thought that might have been something else. I thought it may have been the rescue helicopter because the profile looked bigger than it was. Here we are, that's our fishing compound. Lots of tractors to pull the boats out and pull them back in again. We don't do that much fish nowadays, but what we do is a lot of shellfish like crabs and lobsters. And there's lots of lobster pots out at sea, and these guys go out and bring them in. So we're still quite big for that, but the actual fishing, that went a long time ago. Well, we'll go back towards walk by the sea wall itself. Look how dark it is. Oh. Oh, a pet cemetery. Oh, that's nice. You're never going to forget them. We have Alfie and Charlie. When they passed, we had the ashes put in a box, and both of them are on the mantelpiece. That way you never forget them. Yeah, so you're in the path of the municipal airport. Well, we don't get much in the line of aeroplanes, unless of course it's the RAF of the United States Air Force. They have a lot of exercises over the North Sea, and this is part of their flight path. The bases, I mean, the USAAF, as you know, or USAF, as you know, are mainly in East Anglia, Norfolk. RAF bases are mainly in Lincolnshire. And Lincolnshire is literally maybe a 10-minute flight or something like that from here. 5-minute even. The big base is Waddington, which is just the other side of Lincoln, but there are 2 or 3 others as well. At some time I'm going to go over to Lincolnshire and look at some of the World War II air bases. They've gone now, but there's bits which still remain. But I'm not going to do it now until the spring. We see fighter jets above us quite a lot. Last week there were loads. There were lots of them. I don't know whether they're ours or the USAF, because with that high up you can't tell. But you can see the contrails and you can hear them. We also get the Red Arrows practicing around here as well. Well, there you go, the boat club. Looks like they're open for business. Yeah, they're very good, aren't they, the Red Arrows? They're really good. Look how dark it is now. But we'll carry on and we'll get to the top and then we'll make our way back. get around this corner, at least we'll have some light. See how many miles we've done today. Well, I've done 19,000 steps, so that's good. .13 miles, so that's okay. I might get away with 11 miles again, who knows? There he is, having a wee wee. Yeah, the ground staff, they're the real heroes, aren't they? In so many different ways, Dave. You know, the fitters, mechanics. You know, the people who keep the planes flying. You know, the pilot, he's just one member of the team, isn't he, really? You've 9 red arrows. But they wouldn't go anywhere if it wasn't for all the ground support they have. You know, they are fantastic ambassadors for Britain. They really are. A few years ago, we were talking about getting rid of them. I thought they must be absolutely mental. Due to cuts. I think that one's been put to bed. I don't think that'll happen now. But we were seriously talking about it. You know, when they shut Scampton down, the problem is the aircraft are getting old now and they need replacing, and it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money to replace them, and we thought, well, we'll get rid. But we'll have to see what happens. I think they'll replace them themselves. I'm not in Leicester, mate. 925, I'm not in Leicester. I'm in a place called Wivensea, and me and my dog, we go for a walk. Right. I didn't know that, Dave. I thought we were talking about the ground crew on the Red Arrows. Sorry. But I bet that'd be something to watch, the Red Barrows then, wouldn't it, really? Yeah. And why not, you know? Yeah, we can't all be Red Arrows pilots, can we? got a little bit of light left, look. The dying embers of a day. Over here looking east. Well, that's great that, Dave. Like I say, every day you learn something new. I'd never heard of the red barrows. I thought, when we were talking about them on the ground, I thought we were talking about great ground staff. I didn't realise. I mean, don't forget, I can't look at my phone over a while. I'm having to watch Toby, watch myself, and then glance down at my phone when I can. Fisherman. Oh, that sounds good. I'll look them up when I get home on the internet, on Google. I'll Google them, Dave. Hi Derek, how are you tonight? That's nice, isn't it? You think it's only 20 minutes ago and we were looking down here and we could see that red tinge in the sky, and now it's all dark. Got somebody coming down with a dog. I don't really know who it is. So me and Toby are going to go off-road from... Oh no, she's going the same direction as us, I think. Yeah, I'm going to use that as the icon for tonight, that picture I've just taken. It's too good not to take. And it's juxtaposed over the houses, so it's going to look good. You can't even see the sea now, look. I'm not sure that lady, she's up there, so I'm not sure that lady's gone. I've seen her though. She's alright. Well, when I go home tonight, I'm going to do a bit of reading for me Coast Watch, National Coast Watch Institute stuff. Well, I've got a NATO navy jumper, black trousers, white shirt, and apparently next Monday I'm going to get my epaulets. Well, hey, I think we have a T emblem to denote on the trainee. Ah, there's a fisherman, some fishermen up there. There we go, at the centre of the screen. Now that's where me and Toby normally go in the daytime. Well, we've done 9.52 miles. It's 0.6 mile back to the towers. I think it's back home. So we'll do what we normally do, we'll have a walk. Hello mate, hiya. We'll have a walk through Valley Gardens and what have you. And then down past the amusements. It might bring us up to 11 that. Yeah, try and get an extra mile. All right, Dave, I'll have a look at that. It's a good job that doing maintenance on the planes, isn't it? Isn't it, Jack? Yeah, I'll have a look at that myself, Dave, anyway. Thanks. That's right, Jack. Nice. Well, it was a helicopter I saw, and then, but that's how we do things on this channel, isn't it? We see something and we kick it about, we throw it about, and we all chat about it, and it's good, isn't it? I like that. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not really on any flight path, I don't think, are you, to be honest, Dave, where you live? I mean, Birmingham's to the south of you. Manchester to the north, Manchester Airport, as you said, is about 30 miles from you. You got planes coming in like from the east, and they're kind of following the M62. You know, if you looked at it that way, to Manchester, if you're going to Birmingham and you're coming from the east, yeah, that'll be below you again. If you're coming in from the west, from America, I know they come down to like Prestwick, and then they go south at Prestwick. So again, you're not going to get that traffic. There we go, that guy again. Well, I'm thinking of getting another camera, so I'm going to have to be nice to the old Duchess. You know, to do my video stuff with. The one I've got's okay, but the one I'm thinking of could be even better. And I know I'm not going to give this up. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. There's a dog down there with a collar that lights up. Yeah. Six miles from Sandbach. Yeah. It's a long, long time since I've been to Sandbach. In another life, before I became a teacher, I was a truck fitter for Foden's. I never worked at Sandbach, but I have been there. And Foden's were big. That's where their factory was. So I worked for some of their dealers, so I had to go there to Sandbach at odd times. But it's a long time since I've been anywhere near there now. I'll show you this. The dog. Centre of the screen, it's got a blue collar on. Yeah. Yeah, one time I could pull an engine to pieces, a Gardner engine, and rebuild it. God, I wouldn't like to be pulling a modern engine to pieces and rebuilding it. I probably could. If I knew all my tolerances and things, but I'd have to know that. It's coming up now, the little fella. Oh. Hiya. It's alright, mate. How are you? Alright?
I'm fine, yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm good. Hello. I were watching him. I like the collar.
Is it £10 a free there?
Huh?
£10 a free there.
That is not bad.
Get your own charge and what have you with it. Good boy, Max. Good boy.
Hello, Max.
Good boy, Max. Good boy.
He's a good lad.
Nice when they get on it.
It is.
Good boy, mate. Good boy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
all the times I've been on beach and I can't really see where he is.
No.
So that's ideal, that is.
That, it just solves a problem, doesn't it?
Of course it does, yeah.
I like it.
You can't go wrong, can you?
No.
Good boy, Max. Come on.
Oh, he's lovely, he is.
He loves everybody, he does.
Yeah, he's the same.
Yeah. Hello.
No, this is Toby.
You're good.
Jealousy.
Yeah, I might be a bit bigger, but you can simply put him in his place.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have a bad job with his bum.
He's lovely.
Take care, mate.
And you, mate. Oh, we're great with that. Oh, it's great ether. Yep. Great ether, yep. Well, I'm going on live nowadays at 3:30. I was a bit late tonight, but normally at 3:30 because it's getting dark early now. So I'm going on a little bit. I've been going on a little bit earlier and earlier and earlier. But all my walks are there on my channel anyway. So just, if you've not subscribe because they're all there. Every one of me walks, so you'll be able to see them. But I do go on now at round about 3:30. In a few weeks, I'm all right at the moment, but in a few weeks that might change. I might go on a little bit earlier. But there's nothing to show you when it's like this, is there? We can still chat, which is what we do. We still have some good chats on here. But you think of how dark it's gone now. You know, we haven't even got anything resembling daylight. It's all gone. Yeah, that's right, but I've also got other things on there. Yeah, but I know you like doing the walks with me. It's better, isn't it? Always better if we're all live together. I agree with you there. Yeah, we can have a laugh, we can have a joke, we can chat about things. This is what we do. We all do that, don't we? And we're all comfortable in each other's company. There might be hundreds, thousands of miles between us. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's as if we're all here together. That's how I look at it, anyhow. And there's the leader, Toby. Yeah, so remember that, Heather. Remember, we start at round about 3:30. It might be a couple of minutes earlier, a couple of minutes later, but usually at 3:30. What I tend to do is leave my house at 2:30. I do the first half of my walk and then I bring everybody online. Well, we've got 16 people with us. Just like to welcome all the new people aboard. It's great having you. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, then please like, comment, share and subscribe. Tap the screen twice and let's fill it with hearts. I've lots of stuff on my channel. I've a couple of walks around Hull Docks, which I took with my camcorder. I've got a walk from Paul all the way up to Hedden. That's like from a 18th century fishing village up to a medieval town. That's good. Other things I've got lots of stuff with Toby on the beach at Holland. So we've got quite a lot of stuff on there. There's lots and lots of photographs and pictures. So there's plenty of stuff to go at, and of course I've got loads and loads and loads of live. So there's a lot of stuff to be going on. And it's worth looking at. Hang on, bike. Good boy.
Hey.
Hello. Well, so we're back at the boat yard. Some of our boats. As I said, they go out fishing for lobsters, crabs and other crustaceans. Lots of tractors to drag the boats out. Some of the boxes, take them off to market, fill them with ice. But I don't suppose they do that now because it's like that van, it's got a refrigeration unit on it. Aha. Hello. Well, we're almost back at the towers. Oh, thanks, Jack. Not so much as neighbours, it's just people who live in the same town as me. Some of them I know because we've got dogs, and it's the dogs who I really know. Hi, Trevor. Not really, I've never been a football fan, Trev, to be honest. I lived near Turf Moor when we lived in Burnley. I lived about a quarter of an hour's walk from the ground, but I've never... I kind of nominally support Burnley, if you know what I mean. I'll check up the... Now and again I'll have a look and see where they are in the league table and things like that. But I've never really been a great football supporter. I'm not actually a sportsman in anything. Ah, right, that good one, nice one. Fort Paul. It's, I'm just trying to think of the right words for this, Heather. Is it open? Sort of. They have various events in there. I think it was sometime in October they had like a vintage car event. They do things, it's not like it was when you had the Beverley aircraft there. All that's gone. But they do open it up. Somebody else has got it and they're trying to do something with it. But it might be a few years before they can actually really make it into something. It closed down round about lockdown. Hopefully they will be able to do something, but I wouldn't like to say when. But right now they'll have events there, so I suppose in a way that's better than nothing, isn't it? Although it's not what either you or I want to know. Yeah, a lot of schools they force you to do sports. I was never that keen on sport, I'll be honest. It just weren't for me. What Turf Moor being a barren area? Well, I don't know. We lived at Bruncher, which is kind of up the hill, but we had trees and things. It was the place were fine. It was just for people. The place was infested with drug dealers and stuff like that. I just didn't want my kids growing up amongst that. But then you got to look at things like, there's always another side to it. You've got to look at Townley Park, and Townley Hall, which is possibly one of the nicest places in the northwest. I mean, Townley Hall was the home of the Townley family, and it's always worth a visit. And Townley Park, it's just an amazing place. It's got everything you want there. when I was doing my degree, me and my boys used to go down there nearly every night. I'd have my files and things like that. Not in the winter, when it was cold, we wouldn't, we'd be at the library. But when it was warm, I'd get my two lads, Reuben and Samuel, and they'd come and get a load of their mates, and we'd all trudge down to Townley Park. They'd be playing on the swings and doing whatever it was they were doing. I'd be keeping an eye on them, and one eye on me, on my book or on my file when I was writing, making sure they were all right while I did my reading or doing an assignment or something like that. But Townley Park, it's magnificent. And the library, wow, that was second to none. I can't say now about the library, I don't know, but I'd like to think, you know, it's still looked after. Hi ABC. Hi Anna. How are you? No, you wouldn't, would you? I mean, that was a thing. I mean, you wouldn't, because you've been brought up here in England, and I know you lived on an American air base, but you were kind of within an English environment, an English school. So you'd be going back to America, it would all be totally strange to you, wouldn't it, Jack? I get that. I bet you felt really funny at the time, didn't you? I think I would have done. I mean, I love India, but I can imagine, say I'd have lived there as a kid. You know, say my dad worked out there, right? And we came back to Blighty. I think I'd feel a bit strange. I'd want to go home, back to India. The thing is, I mean, I don't know whether Jack does, but I don't know the difference between rugby league and rugby union. I know there is a difference. I know it's either one or t'other, but I don't really know what that difference is. Now, I don't know whether Jack does or not, but I know I certainly don't. We have the amusement arcade. Not many people in it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I get what that is then, Dave. Yeah, I know. Yeah. How did, when you went back to America, you got your long hair and a British accent. How did the other kids at your school, what did they think? Decided to come to England for life. For life, oh right. I see. And why not? Now, there's a lot of good things about England. There's plenty of negative things, but I think on the whole there's a lot more good. If I had the choice of living anywhere in the world, I'd certainly live here in England. Don't worry. I saw it coming down and you were a bit panicky there. So what do you like about England? What do you like about England, Hannah? Well, that's good. That is good. If you get picked on, the worst thing you can do is let somebody pick on you. When we first come to Yorkshire from Lancashire, one of my sons had a similar problem. It seemed to be a quaint West Yorkshire custom to say, I'm going to F your mother. Now the thing is, neither of my sons had that sense of humour where the mother is concerned. And the son, Reuben, he just punched the lad on the nose and broke it. The school went mad. They wanted to know how I was going to punish Reuben. I said, well, no. I said, you're not going to punish him neither. I said, when a kid goes up to another kid and says something like that, I said, we've got to accept the consequences. The school said, yeah, but it didn't give him the right to break his nose. I said, it's one of those things, he won't say it again, will he? And he might think about what he's going to say to other people. Anyway, that sorted it out. The school weren't happy about it, but we got over it. Well, here's my car. Yep, there's a reason why I'm parking down here and not up there. And the reason is because somebody who's moved in on that other street thought they had a God-given right to park here, which inconveniences me and inconveniences with the guy who lives there. That's why I'm parking here. Oh, so you're studying in Britain too, Anna, that's good. Yeah, people are very friendly in England, or most people are. Anyhow, folk, I'm back here, so we've got Toby down here, and I'm here. That's better. So I'm going to thank everybody. It's been absolutely brilliant having you all this evening on that walk. So I'm just going to say good night. See you all on the next one. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you everybody for those who have contributed, liked, shared and subscribed. It's been absolutely fantastic. So I'll see you again on the next one. So bye.